Medical Emergency Report number 4421. A. Filed by Corellian Health Authority. Classification: Biological threat. Species level. Subject: Terran guest lecturer presentation. Status: sector-wide facility closure recommended. That report landed on my desk at 14:47. I had approved the presentation myself 3 days earlier. Dr. Iris S. Vane, guest lecturer. Galactic Information Sciences Exchange. Previous Earth occupation: librarian. Class: 1-2 origin. No medical training. No biological weapons clearance. Her file listed archival preservation as her specialty. A librarian. I approved a librarian to address the Grand Council chamber. I approved her presentation personally. I believed a librarian posed no threat to council security. I have since attended 3 reclassification briefings. I no longer approve anything personally. Back style, a classic marker, the Biological Systems Symposium, Session 4, Grand Council Chamber, Thessa. 23 delegations present, mostly medical administrators, a few military observers. Standard academic atmosphere. Polite. Boring. Dr. Vane arrived early. Wore civilian clothes. Adjusted her identification badge before entering. Simple plastic badge on a cloth lanyard, Earth manufactured. The kind you'd see at any academic conference. Her name, her photo, her Earth job title: librarian. She smiled at the chamber. I was asked to discuss Earth information management systems, but I've been reviewing your medical databases. Fascinating differences. May I share one? The Thessani moderator nodded. Briefly, Dr. Vane, we're slightly behind schedule. Dr. Vane pulled up a file on the presentation console. Her own medical records. Declassified for the exchange program. Your species maintain a fixed white blood cell count. Correct? Around 4,000 to 11,000 per microliter. Nods around the chamber. Standard xenobiology. And these cells last approximately 13 days. Efficient, stable. She adjusted her badge. Humans are messier. Our white blood cells last about 12 to 13 hours. Then we replace them. The moderator's antennae shifted. Constant production? That seems metabolically expensive. It is, Dr. Vane agreed. But we manage. She smiled again. Helpful. Warm? Completely unaware that every medical officer in the chamber was recalculating their threat assessments, the metabolic energy required to sustain 10 billion new cells daily. Would I stop that thought? Premature. I didn't know the number yet. No one did. Would you like to see my cell count from last Tuesday? Dr. Vane pulled up a chart. Simple, unadorned. Daily logs. Fascinating trend lines. The chart displayed numbers. Daily white blood cell production. Tuesday, 10.2 billion. Wednesday, 10.8 billion. Thursday, 9.9 billion. The Thessani moderator's hand stopped halfway to her console. Billion? Did you say billion? Oh yes. Dr. Vane checked her badge. Casual. Standard daily production. About 10 billion white blood cells per day, give or take. More if I'm fighting something. The chamber's ventilation system cycled. Loud in the quiet, 10 billion a day, she repeated. Fresh army, every morning. She looked at the moderator. Could you pull up the sector medical facility capacity? I'm curious how you'd handle that volume of biological material. No one answered. Her badge hung there. Plastic. Simple. Identifying a species that manufactures 10 billion soldiers daily. For routine maintenance. A librarian. The silence lasted 6 seconds. I counted. Someone coughed. No one moved. The Thessani moderator's lips moved silently. Calculating. 10 billion per human, per day, multiplied by Earth population estimates. Her aide leaned in, whispered. Voice carried in the quiet chamber. They generate an army every sunrise. Dr. Batird, Vane heard. She nodded, helpful. Yes, exactly. Constant vigilance. We don't even think about it. She didn't think about it. We couldn't stop thinking about it. The Corellian military medical attaché activated his secure console. I watched him pull up biological warfare containment protocols, then close them, then open them again, then close them. There was no protocol for this. The chamber's medical AI flagged the data. Standard facility diagnostic, one-line anomalous, exceeds all known biological threat indices. If 10 billion is routine maintenance, then their infection response must reach Medical Emergency Report number 4421. Not theoretical, not precautionary. Filed within the hour. The attaché's hands were steady, military precision, but his chromatophores kept shifting. Involuntary, the color of nausea. Classification. Biological threat, species level. The realization spread through the chamber like a pressure wave. We weren't looking at a medical curiosity. We were looking at a species whose immune system, their routine, daily, automatic maintenance, produced more biological material than our most aggressive engineered pathogens. What did their weapons look like? The Thasani moderator stood, slowly. Her chair scraped the floor. Too loud. Dr. Vane. The symposium is concluded. Your presentation is sufficient. Dr. Vane approached me in the corridor after, still wearing her identification badge. Still helpful. Still calm. The same plastic badge. The same lanyard. Now impossible to look at without recalculating. Did I speak too long? 7 words. No fear. No awareness. Just a librarian worried about boring an audience. She pulled out a personal device. I can provide the cell count spreadsheets if helpful. Daily production is quite consistent, except during infection response, of course. Then it spikes. 15, 20 billion. The trend lines are fascinating. She was offering to share the data that closed a sector. I record everything, she added. Librarian habit. That badge now sits in my secure file. Evidence number 001. Plastic, Earth manufactured. Still smells faintly of cafeteria coffee. The medical facilities reopened after 6 days. New signage on every door, human biological material. Contact requires level 9 clearance. Most facilities installed it themselves. No directive required. No one wanted to explain why. Dr. Vane teaches archival science now. Remote sessions only. The Galactic Information Sciences Exchange reviewed her status. Found no violation. A librarian sharing data. No threat. We record everything now. Every human presentation. Every casual conversation. Every helpful offer of spreadsheets. We still can't process the volume.